Hello guys, today we're going to the 2014 Ukraine National Math Olympiad Problem 6. So, find all pairs of prime numbers p and q that satisfy the equation 3p to the q minus 2q to the p minus 1 is equal to 19. So, first of all, we know that p can equal q or p is not equal to q. Let's first examine the first case. If p is equal to q, this means that we have the equation of 3p to the p minus 2p to the p minus 1 is equal to 19. So now let's factor this. We get p to the p minus 1 times 3p minus 2 is equal to 19. So 3p minus 2 can be equal to 1 or 19. If 3p minus 2 is equal to 1, this means that p is equal to 1, and 1 is not a prime number, so that's out of the equation. If 3p minus 2 is equal to 19, that means that p is equal to 3, but 7 to the 6 times 19 is not equal to 19. So p cannot be equal to q. So since p is not equal to q, we can use a Fermat's theorem, which this equation oddly reminds us of. And so now let's use Fermat's theorem. We know that q to the p minus 1 is always equal to 1 mod p, as since they are both prime and q is not equal to p, we know that this is 1 mod p by Fermat's little theorem. And so now let's take mod p of the entire equation. We get that negative 2 is equal to 19 mod p. So this tells us that 21 is equal to 0 mod p. And this means that p can be 3 or 7. Okay, so now let's take mod q, and by Fermat's little theorem, we know that p to the q is always equal to p mod q. So we get 3p is equal to 19 mod q. So now plugging in p equals 3, we get that 10 is equal to 0 mod q, or that q equals 2 or 5 when p is 3. And then when p is 7, we get that 2 is equal to 0 mod q. This means that q can be 2 when p is 7. So now this is great and all, but now we just have to check for extraneous solutions. So 3, 2. Does 3, 2 work? 3 times 3 squared minus 2 times 2 squared. This is just 27 minus 8, and 27 minus 8 is indeed 19, so this passes the check. Now 3, 5. So right off the bat, this seems fishy, because 5 is a huge exponent. But 3 times 3 to the 5 minus 2 times 5 squared. So this is 729 minus 50, and obviously this is not 19. And so now lastly, let's check 7, 2. So 3 times 7 squared minus 2 times 2 to the 6th. This is 147 minus 128, which is indeed 19 as well. And so now we have our answer, which is going to be the ordered triples 3, 2 and 7, 2. Thank you guys for watching.